Do, 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 do. Hello, everybody. Wolfgang here. Today's Monday, September 29th. One more day and we're out of this month. So, how's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. Doing good here. Beautiful weather. We may have good weather the rest of the week, the way they're talking. I don't know. So, did everybody have a good weekend? We did. We played around with our skeletons. I gave bonehead eyeballs. He's going back in the car. And then my wife put the witch together. Oh, it looks like she's broke her neck the way she's sitting. But anyway, that's a witch. She had to go. Look at them sexy legs. But she wanted to go up and get the skeleton I got in her car because I'm driving her car now because the van's good to drive around town here. It's not good to drive on the highway. So anyway, we're getting our stuff together for Halloween. I did put, I don't know if that'll show up on, no, it's not going to show. Oh, there it is. I got decals on the window. It's a witch. There's a witch on either side of the window. There's bats and stuff. Yes, we like Halloween. So, I guess everybody knows about the church shooting, the guy that shot the people at the Mormon church and then set it on fire and entirely burnt the whole thing down. But I don't know how true it is, but they're saying he is a ex-military guy. Yeah, they need to start taking care of our military people when they get out of the service. I don't know what to say with that except that some of our men and women that come home are so traumatized from what they went through, they need some help. So anyway, and it's just I don't know. The world is going nuts. Just like this article I'm going to share. This is out of New York City. It says teen shootout sends Blue City residents running for cover as youth gangs surge ahead of the mayor race. That's because of I don't think so. New York City has seen an alarming rise in juvenile crime since the state's lax raise the age law took effect, providing a startling incentive for gangs looking to exploit the Big Apple's youth, one expert said. The 2018 law, signed by former Governor Andrew Cuomo and endorsed by Governor Kathy Hochul, raised the age of criminal responsibility from 16 to 18. Wow. Ultimately allowing underage defendants to avoid being tried as adults. The law also permits defendants as old as 21 to be held in juvenile detention facilities. Really, at 21? Come on, people. Instead of the typical adult centers. However, one expert cautions the law incentivizes, spit it out, gang members to use juveniles to carry out serious crimes, pointing to the probability that the underage defendant would not be tried as an adult. Juveniles are now being tasked with acts of violence that they weren't part of years ago. Former NYPD Lieutenant Darren Porcher told Fox News Digital. According to Porcher, gangs previously tasked adults with committing more serious crimes, but in recent years, they have shifted to recruiting minors in hopes for a lesser prison sentence. The organized factions of these gangs is now elevated in participation of juveniles in committing these crimes, Porcher said. Let's say there's a war between two gangs. One gang, as opposed to sending in someone that's 21 and over, will send somebody that is 14 years old to commit one of these horrific assaults, knowing that the person is not going to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. The rise in more serious offenses is reflected in the numbers. According to Mayor Eric Adams, a 2025 annual report, 5,623 juveniles were arrested for major felonies, such as murder, rape, and assault in 2025, marking a 9% increase from the previous year. The statistics also mark a sharp increase in shooting victims under the age of 18, with the New York Police Department accounting for an 80% jump in incidents since the law was enacted in 2018. Additionally, the New York Police Department made 486 juvenile gun arrests in 2024, marking a quarter-century record. The law is not helpful to the community, and it also allows the gangs to incentivize these young adolescents to embark upon crimes in the city of New York, Porcher told Fox News Digital. The startling rise comes as concerned residents are preparing to cast their ballots in the city's upcoming major mayor race. Adams, a former New York Police Department captain, has also sought to regain control over the city's crime issues after following the far-left administration of Mayor Bill de Blasio. Democrats nominated self-described socialist Zoran Mandani in the year's primary, setting him up as the frontrunner in a race that includes former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who is running as an independent, and a Republican, Curtis Sliwa. I guess that's how you say that last name. The key race heats up as instances of violence continue to plague the Big Apple. On September 15th, 3 teenagers, 2 15-year-olds, and an 18-year-old identified as Damian Coolhan were arrested after allegedly exchanging gunfire in the city's Harlem neighborhood, Fox 5 reported. Surveillance video captures the shootout that reportedly left the 2 15-year-olds wounded. Police say they responded to the shooting after hearing gunshots while leaving the nearby Wagner house and subsequently fired their weapons while on scene. It is unclear if any of their bullets struck the teenagers, according to the New York Police Department. Police said they also discovered a high-capacity magazine while searching Calhoun's backpack. The criminal histories of teens involved have also been called into question, with Calhoun posing as an extensive record, including a guilty plea from attempted murder. One of the 15-year-olds also has an open violent felony case, Fox reported. It's unfortunate whenever a police officer has to discharge their firearm for the safety of the officer or people in that community, Porcher said. We want to do the best that we can, and we want to, as much as possible, prevent using deadly physical force. New York City has seen juvenile murder arrests quadruple since the law was enacted, rising from 8 in 2017 to 30 in 2014, according to the New York Police Department. However, Adams has acknowledged the law's impact on young people throughout the city and its contribution to the rise in arrest. Mayor Adams has been clear that the raise the age legislation passed by the former governor has contributed significantly to both perpetrators and victims of violent crimes being younger. A spokesperson for the mayor's office said in a statement to Fox News Digital, "That is why we continue to press state legislators to reform laws like these and ensure the public is safe and people are held accountable. It's unfortunate that this legislation has contributed to higher arrest rates among youth probationers and youth arrest for felonies. But the Adams administration is committed to educating and engaging youth before they ever make contact with the justice system." As a result, Adams has pledged to invest in community resources targeting gang, youth, and domestic violence. However, Porcher cautions parents that their teenagers could be participating in gang activities without showing any indication of their involvement. Ultimately, it's those social constructs that the adolescent is a part of, whether they're in school or just hanging out in the neighborhood, that leads these adolescents to the nefarious behavior, Porcher told Fox News Digital. And in many instances, the parents may not even know that that's what their kids are doing unless they're alerted by police. But a lot of times this stuff doesn't come into the house. Imagine that. Parents don't know. There you go. So, it's just out of hand everywhere. It doesn't matter what state, really. Kids need a good structured house. They need, you could say they do need two parents. They need a mom and a dad. I was raised without a dad. I didn't turn out that bad, but I'm not saying I was a goody either. I just knew right from wrong. So, but shit's getting crazy. Oh, we did watch live Portland bullshit last night. That was kind of fun to watch the boneheads out there. So anyway, but that's all I have. So this is Wolfgang. Blessed be, stay safe, and I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.